guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Creativity and Inspiration, and I'm Lisa. If you're new, welcome. I'm so happy you found us, and if you keep coming back, thank you. You know how special you are. Today, we are making tags out of junk mail. It's that simple, and it's going to be a fun video. So let's just hop over and jump into it. Okay guys, before we get started, I'm going to introduce you to the supplies I'm going to use today. And if you want to stop the video after I do this and go collect them, by all means, I would love that. So first, of course, we're going to use junk mail, and I'll go over this more in depth in a minute. Then our supplies I've pulled, I have my hole punch, my ink, scissors, and my double-sided tape. Of course, most of you will probably use glue, but for time's sake, I use the double-sided tape. I have some lace, ribbon, and bits of stuff to put through the hole I punch. And then I have little scraps of paper. I have the quilted paper I made. And then, like I said, little bits and pieces, plus a little thing, just that kind of stuff. Plus a whole little pad of pretty paper and one sheet of tea or coffee stain paper. Okay, let me clean this off and we will get started. All right, so for junk mail, I have this Giving Day mail I got from the Chicago History Museum. There's another part that I got from the Chicago History Museum. It had the little small envelope and this little booklet in it. So I pulled it. I thought this might be interesting to use. I had a bill. I pulled the envelope from that. This is an ad for some college. I pulled it. Then, of course, I pulled all of these hard ones because they're going to be the base of our tag. And then just junk mail. Different types of junk mail. And one catalog. And let me say, if you film and you're going to use junk mail, if you've noticed, I've covered up my address. Actually, none of this had my address, but I covered it up anyway. And I just used my little correction tape runner I use for planning. So, it's a trick, especially if you film and don't want your address broadcast all over the place. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to start with these stiffer pieces because they make great bases for tags, whether I'm going to make the tag all junk mail or just the base. I mean, that's why I saved these. They're just perfect. Okay, I think that's all of them. And then I go through these, and what I do is I pick the bases that I don't think I'll use in other ways. And like this one has the hand, so I'll probably use it as part of the decor. This one has the Easter, has some colorful paint stuff. So I'll probably use that one as decor. Now, these two are perfect vases. And they make it so simple. I'll cut these 3 squares out right here. The purple, the green, and the blue. And those are going to be my tags. And then the little groceries here, I'll probably use as decor. Now, I could flip it over and make one tag really big right here if I wanted to. And make a really big one here. It just depends. I'm going to make normal size tags. Plus, I want to use these little grocery things. Maybe not today, but at some point. And then I'm also going to cut out this orange one. Now, you don't have to cut out any shapes. You could use the bottles on the back if you wanted to make a shape. You could cut out the littler squares for things. You know, you just do what your junk mail is telling you to do. Like what the feeling you're getting from this. So I'm going to cut out these 3 shapes. This one I'm going to hold off because I'm still not quite 100% sure after I looked at it again. Okay, these are going to be the 3 tags we're going to work with. And one tool I forgot to pull out is my corner rounder. So I'm going to flip that one over, and I'm going to go ahead and round all my quarters. Of course, you don't have to do this step. This is just a preference that I like to do. One of them, I'll probably just round the bottom corners and leave the top squared off. And this one I'll probably just... And guys, if your corner rounder is older like mine and it tends to get kind of dull, just put some foil in there and do that, and it'll help it get nice and sharp again. Okay, so here is our bases. I like these because they were colorful and because the shapes were already basically there. Now, before we get started with decorating, I'm going to go ahead and punch my holes. No, I'm not. Never mind. Skip that. Okay, so now we're going to decorate. And how can you decorate these? Well, the same way you decorate all your tags. But I'm going to do it kind of different, because when I use junk mail, I like to use, especially these, they have beautiful color. Now, do I want to say what these say? No, and that's where I'm going to come in and decorate over it. And I told you I was going to use those hands. So I'm going to show you how I would use other pieces of junk mail to decorate these. And I'll mix in a little bit of the other stuff I pulled. But we're not going to mix in a lot. Just a little bit of it. I kind of also want to use this paper I made because it's so pretty. I'm into shiny. I think we'll use this on this one. We're going to do this one first, though. And we're going to use this as part of our decoration on this. I'm going to cut out the hands. I want this big hand across. And I'm not going to cut it super close because I like the edge to show. It'll look like it's kind of outlined. Here. There, and it's going to cover the majority. I'm going to have a little bit showing, which is fine. We're going to fix that in a little bit. Okay. So I would center it about right there, but I want to come in with these other hands. And I'm going to come in with these like half hands. I kind of put it at the bottom there. And then this bigger purple one, maybe I'll do this. No, I want it like it was. Maybe this one I'll put. And let's see here. I don't want to use the blue one because it's too close in color. I am going to cut out around this one a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, don't want to do it. Maybe like that. And then I'm going to use the words. I love using words. maybe I'll cut out the purple guy too. Maybe I'll have this one like this, like they're shaking hands, something like that. Yes, I like that. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put all of us across the top like that in the center. And then we'll come in and do our hole and put some ribbon through. And this will be our first tag using only junk mail. Now, if you don't want to use only junk mail, you don't have to. I like to, when I'm working with junk mail, I like to use as much as I can in my tags because it just makes them different and unique. So first, I'm going to put down the pink and blue one. I wonder, can I go all the way? No. Just want to make sure everybody's getting covered up as much as possible. Yeah, I like that. All right, just making sure. How many of you are doing the Dollar Tree Junk Journal Challenge over on Paper Terrace's YouTube channel? I'm doing it. I'm posting all my updates and the work I'm doing over on my Instagram. And then I'll do a flip through here when I'm done. So if you want to go see the cover, which is all I've posted so far, you can. I think it came out pretty cool, honestly. Okay. This 100% on the tag. There we go. Then this comes like that. There we go. And then this one I'm going to do like that. Yeah. And all I'm doing now, I got the placement down earlier, is I'm coming back and just locking them in place. And I didn't do this as I went because knowing me, it would change 100 times before. So I always get them in place, then I come back and lock them in. How many of you work like that? That you kind of play with them and get them where you want them, then you come back and kind of set them in place. Now this one, this is the purple hand, and it's going to be a little bit trickier to place, and I only get really one chance. That's the bad thing about using the double-sided tape, is once I put it down, it is in place. And I put all that tape and I forgot. I don't need to. That's okay. That's okay. Even when I mess up, this stuff lasted me a year, so I can't really complain. Now the next tag, I'm gonna do using it as the base, but not using the other junk mail for decor, maybe. I just really like using stuff up. So you'll have to forgive me if you there we go. Okay, last one is going to be this one, and we're only going to do part of it too. So can you believe it's March already? And it's hot. Oh my gosh, it's hot. I swear I hate sweating. But let me tell you this. If you hate sweating, but you sweat a lot because of like a medical condition, which is mine, you know, or other reasons, medicine itself or whatever, I'm doing a special on deodorant on my fitness channel because it's important and nobody ever talks about women sweating. So if you're interested, all my channels are down below. Okay, let's put our words real quick and then we'll trim it up and poke the hole in it. And we're done. Okay, and then I'm going to take and there's our tag. I think that came out really cute. Whoops. For being all junk mail. I would not know that was junk mail except for the texture. The texture is a dead giveaway. And there we go. Our first tag from junk mail. Let's get our second tag we cut. And this one just has a lot to cover up. So we're going to cover this one up. My tea stain paper or coffee stained. I honestly don't remember which one it is. And I'm just going to cover the whole tag, front and back. Because you want to be able to write on it, unless you're going to use this as a pocket, which actually it would be a good tag to use as a pocket. You could put it on your journal page like that, tape it down on 3 sides. So, but you know what though? It's driving me nuts. I've got to round all the corners. I can't. There. Yes, I know. I'm going to have to come back and trim it, but I don't care. I couldn't stand it. Okay. If my alarm goes off, I'm sorry. I have to take my dogs to the vet. They're both itchy. I told you it's hot here, and they both have allergies. And Henry, my little white dog, y'all all seen him. He's so cute, but he has terrible skin allergies, partly because he's a pink dog underneath all that white hair, and they're a little more sensitive. And 2, he is allergic to humans, which is terrible, poor baby. Just like people are allergic to dog hair and cat hair and dandruff and all that, my dog is allergic to people. So we have to make sure he stays up on his medicines. And right now, it's been spring here for a few weeks. I know, it's only March 5th, but it has. And honestly, his allergies are going nuts. Just like a person's. Mine actually are going nuts too. I don't know if y'all can tell. Alright, I'm not going to cover the other side. Just know I will do that off camera. The reason I like using this stiffer junk mail is because your tags will hold up, especially if you use your tags to mark a page or you write on the back for whatever. This stiffer junk mail really does hold up well. All right, now I'm just going to add some paper down. And I'm going to kind of stay on the, maybe not. I'm going to use the love, but I don't want to tear it out. I'm going to cut it out. This is some paper I made, quilted paper I made last year, year before. I don't know. I like it because it's great to grab just a finished item. It's easy. You just use all your scraps up too. Back out with my corner rounder. And my corner rounder is an old Creative Memories. Okay, that side doesn't want cut. And we're going to put this and this. No, this has to go at the bottom because I have to poke a hole. We're going to put this. And this tag was inspired by this little dog guy with his bone. So yes, even though I'm doing this one, I covered it, I'm still using my junk mail to decorate. Because face it, if you have cute images on your junk mail, use them. They make great ephemera, little tuck spots. You could make stamps, anything, you know. Not stamps like ink stamps, but, you know, paper stamps. And because of the purple. And y'all are going to realize one thing. I hate to cut close to the bone. Oh, no. Okay, let's put it like that. And we're going to put him kind of like that. And then let's see if we have some hearts. Heart paper. I do. I know I do on this paper right here. So let's see. What do I have in my paper back here? Maybe I don't. That's hearts, but those are big. I want little hearts. Oh, love. Love, love. Well, it says love already. Yeah, I don't want two loves. Let's see here. Cupcakes. Love cupcakes. Okay, let's just get pink piece then. Oh, hearts. I knew I had hearts. Love hearts. Let's see, what time is it? Let's cut some of the hearts out. Let's go with a pinky, purpley one. I'm going to cut it out and then cut it out. It'll be easier to navigate around the paper. And if I didn't have this heart, I would just kind of, you know, cut them out of paper. Let's get them all lined up where they're going to go. And I'm going to cover that writing up on there. I'm just going to put some hearts down real quick, and then I'll do that. I'm trying to pick colors that aren't already used, which is purple. I know that one's close, but and I'm not cutting, again, I'm not cutting these out just perfectly. I want this guy to show up. And there. And that's it. I'm going to tape this down real quick, and we will have our second tag done. Okay guys, we're back, and I actually had to take the fur babies to the vet, and Henry has skin infection again, bad allergies. Sam's just itchy, he has allergies. But Henry got his allergy shot, we got medicine, so we go back in 2 weeks for a checkup. But Henry wasn't as bad this time as sometimes we go. I mean, his skin allergy is like a constant thing for us, so. I had taped down everything off camera, and I'm just adding my little hearts now. I'm not going to add any words because I have a big old love spelled out down there at the bottom. So, oh, I want these hearts to kind of be like dancing. Dancing hearts. And this is our second tag, totally from, this is our second tag. The first one we did totally from junk mail. This one, the base is junk mail, and the doggy with the bone is junk mail. Everything else is, the hearts were off some paper, and the love silvery kind of thing was some quilted paper I made. And for the back, I would just cover it in some more coffee stain paper or white paper. I'm kind of running low on coffee stain paper. So I would just cover it in some white cardstock. Well, it's kind of already thick. I'd cover it just in some white paper so I could write. All we have left to do is to poke our hole and put in our yarn or ribbon or whatever. But I think this one's purple just like the first one, so I'm gonna put in a purple piece again. I don't know why everything's coming out purple, but it is. But that's okay. I like purple. Pink is my favorite color, and if you follow my fitness channel, you kind of know that. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this was our tag made from all junk mail, even the words. And this tag is junk mail and stuff I had. So anyway, that's the way you can make tags from junk mail. We might as well make this last one too. This is the last tag I have left that I cut out of my mail to make. And for this one, I think we're going to do something different. I'm going to pull out my catalog, which is junk mail. Came in the mail. Let me get these out of the way for now. And instead of covering this with paper, coffee or tea stain paper, I'm going to pull, if I can find something solid out of here. I was going to say the pool, but the pool water is not big enough. All right, you know what? We're going to do this page. No, we're not gonna do that page. I'm sorry, I fibbed to you guys. I think we're gonna end up going to our coffee stain paper again. And I just don't see anything in this I would use right now. Okay, never mind. We're not using the catalog. We're gonna use our junk mail. We're gonna use this and this, and let's use our envelope. Let's use our envelope. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna use our junk mail envelope. This came in a bill. Bill's junk mail, right? I counted it as junk mail. Came in a bill, but I pay bills online. That's how I get so many of these envelopes. So we're gonna use this envelope with our tag, junk mail tag, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna create. And yes, you could measure this and all of that. You do you, boo. I don't measure. I just cut, and sorry if that drives y'all nuts. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. I do. Oh boy, I have to totally ignore it when, you know, I'm watching planning videos and they're pulling up the stickers 12 million times to get them in the exact spot. Okay, so I've got this window. Now I do have a big old hole right there, so I've got my tape. And this is the thin tape, so I'm gonna use it and seal up the side and the bottom. So I'm gonna do that one. And then I'm gonna do across the bottom too. I'm gonna make it, if y'all hadn't figured out yet, it's gonna be a sort of pocket. So let's put this across the bottom there. All right, but before I do that, I'm gonna put a picture of something inside there. So, let's see. Okay, this is some more junk mail. I'm gonna cut out the Easter on the eggs. They're gonna have a little bit of the yellow writing on them, but that's okay. It's all good because I don't think you'll even notice it because I'm not cutting it out super close. Okay, so there's my Easter. So let's, okay. Okay, there's that. Now I might use some of that. My husband's working and he's talking loud. We're gonna pull this paper right here because it's not real writing. And I'm gonna pull it off and cut some off here. And I'll probably cut it too big and too long, hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Easter right there. So it's centered like that. You can, if you don't like this, you know, you're just getting an idea. Okay. And then, shoot, should we just cover the whole outside maybe? No. Nope, we're not. I'm just gonna, I don't like that. Sorry. I'll just say that. I need something with color behind it. But I am gonna use that piece of paper to cut a blue piece. No. Blue don't look, blue doesn't look good. You know what look good? My heart paper. The pink, yeah, that's it. Because it's a pastel color. So I'm going to use this piece I just cut that I just took all that time to fit. And I'm going to cut a piece of the pink paper. And we're going to put our Easter word on this pinky paper here. And not the writing paper. So we're using pink because pink is an Easter color. It's kind of purpley pink actually, isn't it? Okay. I have to trim it because I never cut things the same way twice. Okay. So we're gonna put this in the center there, like that. And we're gonna put Easter on that. Come on. So once I get it all taped down, oh, but you know what? I just realized something. That's okay. So what I'm gonna do is hold that there. I'm gonna put tape on the back of my pink paper here. I'm gonna hold it in place because I want it to, there we go, cover the window. And I'm gonna flip it up and flip it over and make sure it's where it absolutely needs to be, then tape it down. Okay, now what we're gonna do is actually fold that in half like that. No. No. Yeah. No. Okay. Oh, it will fit. Okay. 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 So I'm going to cover this one with my paper. After all that, I decided to cover it with my paper front and back, and you'll see why in a second. So I'm just going to put my double-sided tape down and do one side then the other. Because I have an idea, but I have to have it totally covered. So there's one side. Now let's cut it and do the second side. And I'm going to do it again on this side. I'm just gonna pull off the tape and fit it. We're designing on the fly here, guys, because I changed my mind, sort of. Now, whoops, that was crazy. I've got my corner rounder, and I'm gonna try to round all my corners really quickly. There we go. Okay, everything's done now. Now I'm gonna come back with my envelope and put it like that and like that. Okay, so I'm going to crease it really good. It's gonna wrap around my tag and fit like that. So let's put our Easter down and just need to trim it a little closer so it all fits. I'm just trimming the edges closer to the egg so it will all fit in this little piece here. And put one piece of tape. Now remember, inside here is junk mail. This paper is tea stained paper. The envelope came in a bill, which junk mail. And I don't mail my bills, so I had it. Easter came off one of the junk mail parts, one of my junk mails. Okay, so there is Easter in there. Now let's seal it up. We already have tape down, so let's just peel it up. Peel it up and fold it down. There we go. And we're going to put it like that. So it looks like that. Okay. I'm going to attach the one side over here on the back. Oops. There we go. And then on the front, I'm going to attach this end to the tag. So this time I'm going to put my tape on my tag like that and across the bottom. Okay. So on the side and on the bottom. And I'm going to fold it over and there we go. Now, let's add in a little bit of music paper right there. Yeah. Now we're doing, this one's got a cleaner aesthetic. So let's use a piece of that kind of right there. And then remember I pulled that butterfly bit earlier. In the beginning, I showed you all the stuff I had pulled. And I had pulled a little thing, a butterfly thing I had made. So here we go. It's on a card, but I don't need. So we're gonna, it's on one of those journaling cards, but I don't need it on that card. So we're gonna pull it off and we're gonna put it kind of up at the top. But I might kind of trim it down some. Just a little bit. And then I think I'm going to take that out. I'm just going to put it maybe, baby. I'm going to take out, maybe not. Let me trim this down a little more. Okay. And I'm going to put this like right there. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to put the butterfly right. You know what? I want to get rid of that card, but I can't. Okay, let's put it right there. Like that. Right there. Then on the back here, we're going to a little lace right there to kind of cover that up. And yes, this tape even works on lace. Hard getting it started, but once it gets started, it's perfect. There we go. And then we're just going to put that tape down. And there we go. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but I made pockets. So let's get our junk mail again. Remember our food with the numbers on it? We're going to use that as a thin tag. Okay. Doing this. Going to take our tag, and we have a pocket there, and we have a pocket there. Pretty cool. Let's get something fatter for the front. How about some Rice Krispie treats? Okay, we're going to cut the Rice Krispie treats out. Just the Rice Krispie treats. And we're going to bring back some of my quilted paper. Nope. Okay. We're going to make another tag for this front pocket here. We're going to use some of my quilted paper. It's going to be a weird shaped tag. Okay. Let's turn this off. And there's a pocket. Okay, so we have a pocket on the front. There we go. We have a pocket on the front right there, and a pocket on the back right there. Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna put that. Let's poke our holes. Let's make this tag more normal. I can't do it. I liked it, but it has to be more normal. Has to be. More like a journaling card, but that's okay too. Okay. Now let's get our hole punch here. And we're going to punch a hole. And then I'm going to punch a hole in the little tag back here too. Okay, oops. Well, that one I did. Since this one doesn't really have a set color, I was going to do green. Since this one has a lot of green on it, I thought we'd use a green ribbon this time. And we're going to put it through the big one first. There we go, and then we'll do it through the little one. And then we'll do it through the little one. So there's those. They look like carrot tops. So guys, that's how you take junk mail like this and turn it into tags like this. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, how to make tags from junk mail and kind of use junk mail in different parts, like for decoration or the tag itself. Anyway, if you liked it, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button with that little bell. We've got a lot of great videos coming your way and you don't want to miss out. Thank you for being here as usual. Have an awesome rest of your week. I will see you on Thursday for our more art-centered video and again on Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye. And don't forget, hit subscribe.